Today I was planning to be talking about all the updates to age pension since my last video over a year ago. However, that video will have to wait till the next time. Today I would like to share with you an important information that unless you read financial papers and follow all financial news, you most likely would not even heard about it. Somehow the mainstream press is staying away from this topic that involves actually lots and lots of investors that have their retirement savings with the biggest superannuation fund in Australia, AustralianSuper. For disclosure, I have included links to articles from Australian Standards and Finance Yahoo, Australian Financial Review that explain in more detail investment plans of AustralianSuper and the risk that the super fund is taking with members' superannuation money. Therefore, if you are a member of AustralianSuper, please listen closely as this video is about your savings. And if you are not with this fund, check if your superannuation fund is involved in similar investment activities. My name is Katherine Isbrandt from About Retirement. I'm certified financial planner and you are watching About Retirement TV, the place where you can find answers to most questions when you are preparing for retirement or if you are trying to improve your retirement financially if you're already there. So what is that big story about AustralianSuper? AustralianSuper is known to be investing a sizable part of the fund balance into what is called private equity. Therefore, those are all unlisted markets, and AustralianSuper is one of the biggest investors out of all super funds to invest money into venture capital industry. The head of international equities and private equity, Mark Hargraves, told the Financial Review, and I quote, "AustralianSuper remains strongly committed to private equity as it has been the top performing asset class over 5 and 10 years for the fund, delivering 10% and 12% respectively for members." And then he goes into saying, the higher risk reward profile for private equity is a characteristic of asset class, and we will continue to invest in private equity, venture capital, and also the tech sector in general. Those are all beautiful words, but has AustralianSuper ever gone back to its members to explain the risk in participating in those investments? At the end of the day, those are members' funds. Those are your retirement savings. So what happens in that investment risk eventuates and there is a loss to be accepted? This is exactly what happened. AustralianSuper invested heavily through Vista Equity Partners into Pluralsight, the online learning platform, only to now come out with the full capital loss of $1.1 billion. I know that each super fund is trying to provide members with positive returns, but I would question if investing into online education startup is a safe and responsible way of investing other people's hard-earned retirement savings. AustralianSuper blames COVID, more difficult economic conditions, rising interest rates, increased competition. Those are the usual market changes that a good investment manager would take always into consideration and managed as required with due diligence and responsible governance. And let's be honest, how long can investment companies blame COVID? That was already quite a number of years ago. A loss of $1.1 billion is not reduction of asset value due to market condition. This is the full write-off of total investment. Imagine you invest $1 million into a bank account and then one day your balance equals to zero. In Australian super fund case, this is $1.1 billion of loss. APRA was already investigating another super fund when investing into private technology company Canva. There were no losses suffered and Canva exists and enjoys big popularity. So now I wonder how AustralianSuper will explain the huge loss of $1.1 billion to its members and to the regulator. So why am I talking about this failure in my video? Why is this important to you? Well, first of all, regardless which superannuation fund you are with, take ownership of your savings. Start asking questions how your money is invested. Request your fund to truly disclose the real risk that is taking with your savings. That's what every single financial planner has to do. At the end of the day, those are your retirement savings. Don't just blindly accept the glossy advertising and words of promises. As per statement made by the head of international equities and private equities in AustralianSuper, the higher risk return profile for private equity is a characteristic of the asset class, and we will continue to invest in private equity and venture capital. Your job now is to decide if you feel comfortable with this level of risk. Are you comfortable with having your savings invested in a startup companies? Ask all the questions, get your full answers, and then you can proceed with your investment decision based on the level of risk that you feel comfortable to take. But at least you will be equipped with the knowledge, and it will be your decision to participate or not to participate in such investments. So let me know in the comments below this video, how would you feel if this was your super? If this happened to your savings? If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you can stay updated with all the changes that can impact your retirement. Next week, we are going back to our usual retirement topics, as today's conversation was really not the most pleasurable. If you are in the process of preparing for your retirement or would like to improve your outcomes, visit my website aboutretirement.com.au, where you can find lots of articles, videos, calculators and more to help you find the information that you might be seeking. And while you are on my website, don't forget to sign up to our newsletter that will keep you updated with all the changes that are happening in Australia. If, however, you are looking for advice how to improve your financial outcomes or would like a professional plan to show you step-by-step map what to do and how to improve your situation financially, organize a meeting with me. On each page of my website, there is a button, book a meeting, that will take you to my personal calendar where you can choose the day and time for our meeting. And now please watch some of the retirement planning focused videos. With the first one, how much do you believe you need in your super for your retirement? This is the most common question asked when starting to preparing for retirement. And the second recommended video is Part Age pension when one partner is eligible only. Enjoy, and I will speak with you in my next video. Bye for now.